for my girls. I love you.
Okay, we're going to move right along because we are officially halfway through the show. And please do us a favor and hang in there on that necklace. You do not want to miss it. But now, you want to talk about customer appreciation. This is the lowest price we have ever done. This is a 20-point diamond evil eye bracelet. I'm going to say that again because I think people see this and they're like, wait a second. It's real diamonds. You're getting real diamonds in the bracelet. Choose blue or champagne diamonds, almost a quarter carat for $89. And then almost a quarter carat in the ring. And again, you choose blue or champagne and it's $69.90. So at $69.90, there is no question that ring is the best price we've ever offered on fancy diamonds in nearly a quarter carat. Plus, you're getting the symbolism of the evil eye. So I'm going to pair this back with the matching bracelet. I'm wearing the champagne, but we do have the blue, which is a little more limited as well. Carol, Brodie, I have no idea how in the world we are doing fancy color diamonds at this price. Now, I've got to let you know, this is so limited. We've already put a clock on the screen because there is nowhere else in the country that you can get this, I mean, almost a quarter carat for $69.
Okay, first of all, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for making my good luck eye or my evil eye talismans the most popular talisman in my entire collection. How do I say thank you to all of you? I say thank you by doing this for you in 20 points of diamonds in your choice of either stackable rings, or, and Connie's showing you the champagne, I've got the blue and the champagne, or the most amazing, what we call our tiny talisman collection bracelets. For girls who have a larger wrist, I want to let you know that the bracelet is going to accommodate up to a size 8.5 to 9-inch wrist. I've got 3 jump rings on that bracelet. So you're going to go from 6 to 7 to 8 and even beyond. If you've got a smaller ankle and you're thinking, I need that summer anklet this summer and I want real diamonds, you're getting a summer diamond anklet. Again, it's going to go up to 8.5 inches. Let's talk a little bit about diamonds, about fancy color diamonds, and more importantly, what is this eye she's talking about? Well, my collection of jewelry started out from the very first day, built upon what's known as the evil eye or the good luck diamond eye. They're telling me I have to wrap this up, but I want to let you know that when you wear a piece of evil eye jewelry, you are wearing something that for over 5,000 years has been believed to ward off negativity, ward off jealousy, and ward off evil. And I am going to ask that the clock goes for an extra minute because I want to share this with you. So many of you say, Carol, how are you doing these in diamonds? Well, diamonds are unconquerable. Diamonds are the strongest protection of any gemstone in the world. They are also the most valuable. When you say to yourself, why do I need to own an eye? Well, not only is it the most important chic fashion statement, not only is it a wonderful opportunity to own fancy champagne or fancy blue diamonds, I'm just gonna tell you something quickly. I was in a car accident this week, and in my car accident, I got completely sideswiped, my car went completely mushed. You know what? I came out, and I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? Like, I was so freaked out. And then I looked down at my evil eye, at my ring, and I said to myself, I'm alive. I'm fine. I don't have a scratch on me.
Yeah.
I was protected. I was protected. You have an opportunity now to give the gift of unconquerable diamonds, give the gift of jewelry, give the gift of style, and give the gift of protection, no matter what culture you live in. Protect the person you love.